Good morning! It is November 1st. I'm going to say it's a beautiful day out. I mean, the colors are near peak, if not just past peak. But it's cold. It's 44 and rainy. But there's no wind. And that means it is perfect weather for cleanup time. I love burning to get rid of all the stuff that we got. And there's an area over by our neighbors and our historic barn that needs some TLC, so I'm going to scope it out right now. I got the truck with me, and I got a cart that we will use to haul some of the stuff I need to clean out, but I need to see, oof, that was a big old stick hitting truck, if I need to get the mower on the tractor and get that out here, because I want to clean up behind this barn. So let's take a look at what we're going to be working with. Here's the cart that I will haul some fence posts on that is just a pile of fence posts by our old barn. I'm going to try not to show our neighbor's house, just so you kind of can't figure out where we are and to protect their privacy. But this wood's back here. So I'm looking for any kind of big logs. Definitely want to mow, get this down, get this back under control. Big logs like this I need to cut up that you can't see, and then stumps that would F up my blade. Stuff like that I'm not too worried about. Yeah, there's a big old tree right here. And then, yes, we need to cut that stuff down, cut these, haul this out, and then here are the fence posts that I'd like to get hauled out today, if I can get back here. Probably cut all this stuff down to the ground and haul it out. Get the stumps as far to the ground as possible so I get the tractor back through here. Get these branches off the tree, and then start picking up these fence posts and hauling them out. So definitely gonna need to grab the mower. Take our time. So it's gonna be, this used to be an old chicken coop, and right here, kind of hard to see it, probably take the mower through here also, is the original driveway to the entire farm. Farm is not nearly as big as what it was 100 plus years ago, but nonetheless, this is still the driveway, and we're working on getting our Centennial Farm approved. Ooh, some big trees fell down. I had this completely open. It's absolutely beautiful in here. This will more than likely be our driveway for the house. We'll use the farm, the new driveway we got put in for the farm. But beautiful back here. So we're gonna need the saw, and we're gonna need the truck, and we're gonna need the tractor. And this is going to turn into a much larger project than I anticipated, and I already feel like it is going to be very difficult to make it to the fence post today. Walking through, once again, just looking for stumps like this right here. Not a crazy stump, but get that cut. I'm going to get soaked. Clean up around this barn. Get this looking nice again. Clean up that maple stand. All right, so let's go get the tractor. But first, we're gonna have to move the rototiller, hook that up, get that out of the way, then hook up the mower. Grab the chainsaw, get that gassed up and get out here. Let's get this cart unhooked and leave it here. I use a little nail, keep it from falling off. Get this out of the way. And then even right here, up against the barn, getting that cleaned out. I don't think that's for today. While I'm over here, show you an even more time-consuming project that we're going to be dealing with. These trees, these two old maple trees that bordered the driveway to the Centennial Farm came down during a really bad storm earlier this spring or summer. Man, it feels like my boots are getting wet. I gotta get all these cut up too. And try to get this massive dirt mound that you can't tell that ripped up the driveway. Figure out how the heck we're gonna get that pushed back up So we're going to have access to the driveway. It's going to be a day. Slight tweak. It's raining. It's going to stop raining in an hour or two. So I'm going to hook the trailer up to the little gray here. Haul the trailer out, back that up, and get the fill of that with brush and debris. And then when it stops raining, then I'll head out there with the tractor, do some mowing, and it's a little bit different there. But say this is not the most pleasant day in the world, but perfect for this kind of stuff. I still feel like I could get sick at any minute again. Had bad luck a couple days. I had a stomach bug about 5 days ago for a day. And I don't know how this got all bunged up. That's awesome. If I want to be lazy and just go, but if I lose the nut while I'm driving, I'll never find that again. Raw and unfiltered. Dang it. Am I going to be lazy? I'm going to chance it. The weight should keep the ball down. F it. I'm going to be lazy. No, don't be lazy. Come on. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to try it. What the heck? Why not? Yeah, this should be able to haul. Yeah, that is definitely a bad idea. You can tell already because it's swaying back and forth. I'll go get a freaking grip wrench or channel lock and try to tighten it. Oh, this is the stuff that takes forever that we don't. Gotta snap out of it. Good day. It's gonna be a great day. I think I recall where that wrench is. I think it's in here. Can't see. Can't see. Thought it was in here. Oh, there it is. And coming back out of the barn. Do you think the camera's smart enough to pick me up? Whoop, here I am. Whoop. Get a little closer. There it is. These gloves are going to get soaked too. I realize I don't have a really good wet glove. Might have to run and spend more money on stuff that is necessary, but little things that you overlook, right? Okay, that's loose in it. Feels backwards because I'm coming at it from the bottom. But yeah, that way with the open cab tractor, I don't get more soak than I need to. Tractor stays nice and dry. And then I can put a decent amount of brush in this thing. I have to go to do 1 week of third shift. For those of you that don't know what third shift is, it means I will be working 10 p.m. realistically 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. for the next week. Start that tomorrow night. And yeah, I just don't want to expose myself to all this awesome weather and then run the risk of getting sick. I cannot be sick. I cannot miss it for reasons I'm not going to share in here. But you know, during the day, I wouldn't always feel bad if I have to miss a day. I manage people, and when you go in sick, they get sick, and the older school management doesn't really look at it like that. I think there's a big difference between people that have the brown bottle flu or people that just are sick, you know, don't feel good. But like if you have a viral cold or bronchitis or the flu or something, you shouldn't shame people into going to work, because then it spreads. And some people where I work can take a day off easier than others. And I want to make sure the ones that can't, you stay healthy, right? But enough about that rant. Chainsaw. Gas that bad boy up while we're out here too. I think the chain is good, but we'll check it. But yeah, got to make sure those people stay healthy. This team stay healthy. This is common courtesy. Our teacher, my son's teacher, was shocked that we kept him home as a precautionary deal a couple weeks ago. He had a cough. We don't want the other kids to get the cough. But I guess it smells skunk. What we may have failed to think about is not all parents have that option of where one can stay home and one can't. Well, that's good to see that this thing isn't latching anymore. Probably should have shaken that a little bit more than I did too. This is where a nice warm fire will come in handy. This is also where some brewskis come in handy. A couple videos ago I talked about how I only have brewskis on Friday and Saturday, but due to the belly I'm getting, I'm going to try not to have some brewskis for a while. The only time I really like to have them is when I'm out here working on the farm. So today is one of those days where a couple cold ones would be phenomenal. Let's let this warm up for a minute. 2 poles, 3 poles, 4. Yep, you're okay. Ooh, somebody's having a fire to the west of us. Well, in like the 30 seconds I was out here dropping the trailer off and getting the chainsaw out here, my gloves that I had that are not waterproof completely soaked through, and my feet got drenched. Not drenched, but this is the socks. They felt like they were freezing just because the socks weren't very warm. These boots are good down to like 20 degrees as long as you have good socks on. So I ran Tractor Supply and got some new socks and new boots. But get a good view of what we're starting with here. Tree-wise, brush-wise, kind of already covered. Get this set up so I can do a nice before and after at some point. Alright, but I think what we'll start with is just this brush and debris that's up here, and we're going to work our way back into the woods. Use the chainsaw when we need it, but for right now, just get this stuff, all these branches that are gonna mess my mower up, get this stuff cleaned up. These are more like the winter projects that I'll be working on until it gets back to planting season. Probably gonna get rid of these pine trees here. Whatever they are, they're pretty cool looking, but not really where I want them. Not intentional. But haul all this junk stuff out first, so I'll be able to get a fire going with this stuff. Get a good bed of coals, then start hauling all the other junk out. Reeks like cat piss over here, so that's gonna be a fun discovery, I'm sure, at some point. clean up all the shoots coming off of that. That's a little bigger than I thought it was going to be. Probably zip that up with the saw. These gloves are much nicer. Excuse me. Whew. All kinds of trash. I don't know where the hell the trash would come from. Wind, I guess. Yeah, these vines are going to take over, so it'll be good to get that cleaned up. So I think you kind of get the gist. I'm going to pause a minute until I start sawing. Decent load, all picked up. Got the tree cut up. This pretty much is the stuff that I would need to get rid of if I were going to start mowing. But I'll get the fire started, then I'll be able to come in and start getting some of this green stuff or live stuff cut out. Let's get this bad boy hooked up and taken out of here though. These gloves are definitely waterproof, but you can tell are going to get saturated extremely quick. So I'm hooking up the I suck at backing up at these. Yeah, you're not even close. Turn the wheel a little bit, back up a decent amount. Let's see if I'm a little closer this time. I bet I'm still not close, but I'm gonna go right there. I feel like I heard it hit the trailer. Nope, you did not hear it hit the trailer. Let's see how heavy this fucker is. Give it a little. I'm going the wrong way. I feel like this is not safe. Come on. There we go. This might actually be easier with the tractor now that I can probably get in there and turn around. I'll do one more load with this though, because it will, or this setup I guess I should say. This will be able to handle all the live stuff when we're working our way back. I'm gonna do some cheating today. I'm gonna keep half of it just in case I can't get it going, but got some nice dry dead sassafras right here. I'm gonna get this starter log ripping, get a good bed of coals, and then I'll pile this junk on, get all that dead stuff going, then start putting logs on, and then that live stuff. It's completely saturated here. I'm not too worried about anything spreading. There's nearly no wind. It's still raining. This is the perfect kind of time, especially to burn the green stuff, the live trees and pine trees I'm put out. It produces a lot of ash and spark. I'm going to pause for a second here and fill out the burn permit before I actually start burning. So hold that thought. Boom. Burn permit submitted. The fire started going, but I did not actually start burning wood yet. So did it the correct way this time. Right to Farm Act should protect us in case a fire did start. I'm very anal on when I burn, how I burn. Like you can see, the saturation won't ever let it get huge. We'll let it burn down before the night's over. It's not going to be windy tomorrow, so there's no chance of, you know, a huge storm, windstorm coming in tomorrow and blowing up all the hot sparks and catching them somewhere. So feel really good about that. But nonetheless, in the event there is, heaven forbid, a fire, now the fire department knows exactly where I'm burning, the address, all that. People can get here much quicker, contain it, yada yada. So what you didn't see, my other channel, I kind of showed it last year, but these woods behind me here, I spent the entire winter hauling decades worth of broken down limbs, trees, sticks, just fuel upon fuel upon fuel for what would be a nasty forest fire during a drought, similar to the drought we had this year. Heaven forbid if there's a lightning strike. So we would finish that woods, and part of that was getting through the 100-year-old driveway, or the original driveway to the farm, and opening that back up. So, oh no, open the driveway up, B, clean out all the woods, and then I made it almost completely through. You saw just now earlier the last little stretch that I didn't make it. So technically our property line goes just to the right side of that barn, and the driveway sneaks around there. And I just about made it through there last winter, and then I got snowed out. Spring happened, and then the spring planting took over, right? So didn't quite make it. Try to be a little selective on this stuff, but now we're to the point where we just start putting wood on. You can see that it's catching. The cheater log definitely help. There. Put all that stuff on first, and then I'm going to start piling up. Hands, gross. I'm going to grab my non-waterproof gloves. Just keep that stuff from going. These. Let that shit stuff dry out. Do want to throw some logs on though, because I want to build a nice bed of coals for this live stuff that I'm going to be bringing over here shortly. Better still try to feed it with some of this stuff. Get a big cap right there. Could probably parked a little bit closer, couldn't I? Ooh, the cool thing, I guess, about third shift is Friday morning. I'll probably try to peace out around 2. And if I can get home, fall asleep until like 8, I'll have all Friday to work out here. That'll be nice. Before I head back out there, I gotta zip some more screws onto these boards here. Maybe even put a bracket. Come on, don't die. There you go. There we go. She's gonna be big here in a minute. Sometimes with this stuff, man, I probably have no idea what kind of wood that is. Probably could have cut it up into firewood lengths. Oh, I think I hear my dad doing the circles. Just got out of work. He'll drive around for the next 3 hours. Maybe a little less today because there's a fire going. He's probably out where to get the wood from. Where's the cutting? And he also doesn't probably give a shit. Let's see, he just got out of work. Let's make a smolt. There he goes. Call it the parade of the farm. This is the parade of the farm. Parade homes. I don't know if that's a thing. Oh, I do have to start it. Perfect. I don't know if that's a thing outside of around here. Oh. Let's put this bad boy up there. Not a fan of the TP, by the way. I'm a log cabin guy all the way. But when it comes to fires like this, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so let me see if I got my correct bit in the car, or in the barn, and impact. Ooh, gloves are soaked. Should we stay? Get some sweet fire footage while I'm connecting, or while I'm looking. Man, I just got really warm too. Man, this thing is all clapped out. There. While I'm looking for that impact and drill. Leave the microphone right there. Like, get some good footage of the fire. Relax and keep it to a minute or two on the video. That sounds majestic, tranquil, peaceful. There we go. Let's give this a little more oomph. All while trying not to split the wood. Don't really need it to stick together, but I want it to be able to come undone, but this works. I feel like I'm gonna break it if I let it split too much, right? There we go. Might as well do this last one because I got it. That went in too easy. But it didn't come out. There. Look how much sturdier that is. Okay. Good looking fire. Oh yeah. I guess I did get a new, I was like, I don't ever remember seeing this impact like this. But I forgot. Bought a new impact this summer. Let's get some good footy heading back out to the area we're going to work on. So here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to leave the trailer hooked up to the truck to save time. Start working, that way. And then what I can do is, seeing I got most of the driveway open, to string, straight forward ahead here, and then turn right. And there is a tree down in there, but I got the saw with me. I'll just zip that up, cut it out, and then I'll be able to make loops here instead of wasting all that time doing an 85-point turn, turning around, unhooking the trailer, yada, yada, yada. Efficient. Get some gloves on. I'm going to keep the same chain on. I know I'm going to hit some dirt now that I'm doing nasty stuff. So as this one gets a little more worn down, might as well finish it before I get it sharpened versus putting a new one on, dulling it almost immediately, yada yada. Let's see if this is warm enough yet to start right away. First one. Trying to get as flush to the ground as possible. So don't run the risk of popping a tire. Cut a little bit higher, then I'll hit the stump when I can actually see it. There it is. Smaller ones I'll just leave. I think the cat pee I smelled was really these trees. Kind of funny. Look how much that is cleared up already. Wait till I get the chopper back here. She gonna clean up real quick. Just clean up right here. Okay, I think what I'll do is take this load, get through the woods, come back, pick up this maple, and look how much I'd opened it up already. I had to bring out a ladder, get those branches off the roof, clean up here, but still, maintenance since it's a day has worked that way. We got a good start. Bring some pruning shears too for this smaller stuff that really probably doesn't require a saw. Good start. That is as far as we can go. Get this zipped up, move out of the way, haul it out. Man, what sucks is I had this completely cleared over the winter. So that just came down at some point. I wonder if it came down during that storm. Nasty stuff. Ugh. But, I mean, I wish you couldn't even walk through here when I started cleaning this out. Well, it's come a long way. And dang it, did not cut that. Getting soaked. Really crappy job of cutting this up. Clear the way. We lose her. Yep. There we go. Get this last little bit. Should be able to make it through. I'll zip that branch overhanging as I walk back. Should be able to make it through though now. And get this last little guy right here. Get those two. I'll have my nephew come out. Have him come pick all this stuff up with the truck. Oh, try to cut that one. Thought I cut that one. Whatever. Yeah, so this is the original driveway. I was describing earlier about how I worked through here all last winter, you couldn't walk through here. All the trees that were down by the across the path, all the trees to the right of the path, to the left of the path. I haven't driven through here since this winter, essentially, or spring, and man, the amount of branches and junk that's already down here. It's almost like I didn't clean it, even though I know I cleaned it. Man, there's another tree. We even picked up branches and stuff. I mean, we spent days and days and days and days and days out here. Dang it. But I can drive through here. So now, boom, I just officially can say that I drove through the farm. I was the first one in decades. Well, at least 10 years for sure. Probably 20. Yeah, full of 10 to 15. I bet it's closer to 15 than 10. And that was a sharp turn. Oh, I totally forgot I had a trailer for a minute there. How's the fire doing? Keep it kind of centered on the fire as we drive past. Fire's still going. Alright, let's get this stuff dropped off and go get another load. Get all that maple out of there. And got that load all on the fire. Container is empty. Feel like we're in a good spot to go pick it up. Film this just one time so you get some nice, beautiful footage of driving back over there. I think I'm gonna just concentrate on the maples that are right there. So I'm gonna do a little loop-de-loop. I may not actually go through that back way this time. Don't really need to per se, especially because I think most of those maple branches and whatnot will fill. Oh dang it, I forgot the pruning shears. I feel like most of those maple branches and everything, once I've cut them up, stack them in that trailer, it's going to fill it up pretty quickly, and then run the risk of overhanging and getting dragged out and ripped out as I go through that tight trail. So let's hit this way. That brick building right there, that used to be housing, believe it or not, way back in the day. Way back in the day. People would come up from Alabama and they would work. Poor people, from what my dad said. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna already change my mind. Poor people. But Grandpa gave him a good job and they worked hard, and then it shifted into refugees from Vietnam. And then when the government kind of put all these rules and regulations where we didn't have employees anymore, we subcontracted out the labor. And most of those individuals were from South America, it seems like. So it's fascinating to watch the history of all the different people that have worked on this farm, even though it doesn't seem like it's that big. Thousands over the years have been out here. Pretty cool stuff. Let's clean up. Some rain coming down again. Let's see if I can get... Yeah. So we'll zip this up. There's a tree over by the barn cut down. I don't think I'm going to hit the side of the barn yet too much. So again, goal for today was to get the fence post, so I got to work that way. Hey dog, you got to work that way. Don't get squirreled and go all crazy everywhere but the way that you wanted to. Let's see if that's cut up enough to get this loaded up. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. The stuff would hang out. It's going to overhang. And it's going to get ripped out. I'm gonna have to pick it up again. I should have went with my initial gut. And just loop back around. All that to still only pick up the one. Dum-dum. It'll all be worth it. All the hard work. Do it now. Don't have to do it later. Get this stuff out of the way. Best time to burn it. It's nice and wet. You can get back here. Not getting stuck. It's perfect. Find the positive, my man. Hey, beautiful wife and child. You're here. That needs to be cut up a little bit more. Thought you were gonna say hi. Oh, hey, how was it? That pizza, I had 2 pieces, is so good. Save me a piece or 2. I had one of each. I like them equally. They're both really good. I didn't really, haven't been going that long because I got this stuff, so I'll take a break in a little while. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff you probably don't remember. I've already caught up. The goal is to get this cleared so I can take the tractor through and mow, but then get the fence posts. So I can just haul the trailer right up to the fence posts. I don't have to carry them 10 miles. All right, love you. I'll see you guys a little bit later. I think this one. Ah, ouch. Yeah, you gotta cut that one up a little bit more. Just a little bit. And look at that. Already done with that part. There we go. Good progress. Then for the next load, I think I'll pull up further. Yes. What do you think lives in this tree? What about bats live in that tree? I got sap all over me. Man, I don't remember making a pile of stuff out there. Put in a stump out there for that matter. Okay. Getting there. Getting there. Ooh. Made some excellent progress. I let my mom and dad use the chainsaw for a little while, so I came and did a load ahead of time. Definitely got it where I think if I take this load or two out, that I will be able to get the tractor back here to mow, or brush hog, and then be able to get to the fence post. So let's get this load loaded up. That's a lot of loads in one sentence. Oh, you can see my phone. I was like, what is that? What is it? Do just a little bit of footage out of here hauling it. It's to the point where I feel like the stuff gets repetitive. And maybe where a live stream comes in better as I try to figure out what direction we're going to take this. Not sure what kind of tree this is, but definitely seems to behave like a vine. Or like there's a system of it underground. You'll cut one and it just spreads. But I guess at least if I can get the mower back here, just keep everything mowed down for a while, maybe it'll eventually go away, right? And you can't see what I'm doing when I'm way over here. So I'm gonna stop filming that for right now, probably. In the perfectness of today, I had the one goal, and that goal was to get the fence posts from the fence that our neighbor took down that allegedly my mom gave him permission to do. She says, no way, Jose. But nonetheless, the fence posts from the fence that our neighbor took down and piled up, that's what I wanted to get done. Cutting all that stuff out was just something that had to be done to get to the fence post. I wanted to mow and make it all pretty and nice there, but I'm going to stick to the original plan, which was getting the fence post. So I'm going to take the tractor out there, haul that cart, and I'm going to get that. And then burn it and probably call it a day. And tomorrow, worry about mowing and all that. When it's not raining and all nasty and poopy out. Really frustrated that I still can't get good footage on the tractor because of the vibration of the camera. I'm going to try calibrating the screen one more time. But letting the tractor warm up, let's finish what we started. And let's get it out of here. Oh, backing it up. It seems like it's doing a little better. Maybe we see a little gimbal calibration. Should we try right here? like the rain's starting to come on a little bit more too. Forgot my gloves. There it is. So let's get this. How many do you think we can fit on here? All right, let's see how many we can fit on here. Get hauled out. Then we're gonna snake right through here. Got to get it cleaned up completely to the barn. Awesome that the roof is all messed up from the tree falling. That wasn't on our property. But see, we're not so certain what we're gonna do with the barn anyway. I'm not too worried about it for right now. And I immediately don't feel like I'm going to be able to fit as many on here as what I thought I would. Probably should have brought the other trailer. Yeah, maybe a little bit more than I thought. Hopefully there's no awesome nails or anything. I don't think there would have been nails used in the construction of this. Yuck, the stuff is so rotten. Nasty. Slippery too. Have to figure out what we're gonna do for a barrier. We talked before. He suggested arborvitaes. They're pretty. Depending on what we do with the barn on this side of the farm, I think I'll hold off because that will probably dictate what kind of fence we use or put up if we do a fence. How tall the fence is, the color, etc. Really depends on what we're going to do over here. But back to it. This and that, chickens. Chicken and hog is what used to be back here. Interesting fact. I'll go in there someday. You can see the chicken coops and everything in there. And I think the black one was actually a rooster pen. And then pigs were just roamed as they wanted, I guess. There's a lot of cattle out here also. Before it was blueberries, I believe it was actually cattle. Or pasture, would that be the right way of saying it? So definitely feel like I can get this in a couple loads. I was gonna say 2 at first, but I think I'm being overzealous. But with that trailer on the sides, I might be able to probably bring the trailer out here next, actually. I'll see how long one of these are sticking out of it when I get back over there. Probably should bring the chainsaw too. Get rid of that. Right there, I think we're about at our peak. Yep. So the trailer with the sides would be better. And I think I can get back here pretty easily with that now. Okay. Leave this right here for right now. One more time though, going through the original driveway. This is one of my favorite spots on the farm. I have like 20 different favorite spots, right? But I love this view as you pull in. Magical. With all the history and just the massive amount of people that have driven through here, different generations, and 100+ years of history. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Love it. So here's the next great question. Does this stuff burn? And are you supposed to burn it? I don't think it's treated, but at the same time, it would make a lot of sense to not, wouldn't make a lot of sense to not be treated. But I don't know how the heck you would get rid of this stuff otherwise. So, let's find out. I gotta try to stay up as late as I can tonight. Maybe this is one of the things that helps me have a reason to stay up. Burning this. Doesn't smell treated. Smells like I got a lot of wood I need to burn yet though with the brushes, or the brush. Let this stuff kind of catch. This is my obsessive compulsive, where I do not want to just leave all this stuff somewhere. I always try to burn it. I don't try, I do. Always burn it. Always burn it. These fence posts really aren't catching. I feel I'm working today. Holy crap. Out of breath. Mouth breathing, which is annoying. I gotta stop mouth breathing. The guy I work with always refers to one guy as, he's a mouth breathing son of a bee. Well, I'm a mouth breathing son of a bee. It's annoying. Can't stand it when I'm meditating and watching. You gotta remember how much it annoys you. Let that catch. One more. Why not? One more. One more. All right, 2 more. Just thinking out loud, or not thinking out loud, I'm deep in thought there, like, it's kind of effing annoying. Like, what are you supposed to do with them? Chip them? Cut them up? Like, burning them's the only thing that really makes sense. And me just piling this thing on like crazy is the only other thing that makes sense to me right now. So, F it. F it. It's still sprinkling. I think what I'll do is ask my dad to come watch this while I go get another load. It's a little beyond my liking to leave unattended. And at any point now, I could probably stop adding. I'm being stubborn. Alright, I better go see if he can watch it while I go get another load. All right. All right. Load number 2, a little bit of a different angle. I'll try to get all the long stuff first. I think that will help with pack density here. Elected to not waste time hooking up the trailer. I want to get as much of this as possible today, if not all of it, like I talked about. So, sacrifice a little pack density for time. It'll all even out. You can almost hear the crackling of it from here. It's not treated. It's cedar. This would be way more than 2 loads. Way more. I was kidding myself. But if I keep getting the long stuff, I can limit it, I think. Yeah. Let's keep getting the long ones. These are going to take forever to burn too. It's actually stacking pretty nice. Definitely. Got a good pack. These vines just killing me. Let's see if I can do 2 at a time. Maybe speed the process up a little bit. I can tell I'm getting close to. We're just gonna want to slide off though. And this is a long one. There we go. One more, call it good. Maybe a couple of thicker ones, just to get going on that process. Man, these little wheels are taking a whooping on the load size. Clutch, packing the long ones first. Ooh, that's a big boy. There you go. There you go. Oh, so amazing. There was that negative thought coming in. Follow up with a positive. Man, I just want to pack. I think I got a good shot with getting it with one more. If I can go heavy duty on this one. Yeah, it's probably all but more want to risk that one. Here, I think we're done with that shot for the day. Let's get back, get it unloaded. Oh yeah. too shaky back there. And the world will hurt if it gets knocked off, but I like it. Different angle. Still looks basic. Hey, how quickly nature wants to take it back. We had it. Nature took it back. We had it. Nature's already trying to take it back. This unloaded. Listen to the way this is popping. There. Priority goal for the day complete. Third cart filled. Just got to get it hauled out of here and to the fire. But that feels so good to get the number one thing accomplished that we had set out for the day with daylight left yet. Oof, let's get it burnt. The amount of heat coming off of this fire right now is intense. Like, I can't even get close to it to push it up on it. But super pumped that, yes, I did not get the area mowed by the barn like I wanted to, but I got it completely cleared. To where I could have mowed it, and then to where I could get these. That was the goal I set out for that, and then getting rid of all the fence posts out of there and hauled away. I hit that goal, got it here. So what I'm going to do is get that hopefully burnt tonight. We're going to go away for a little while, but I'm going to come back and burn it at night, especially seeing I got to transition to third shift, and I need to stay up as late as humanly possible. And this is going to burn for a long time, so I'm kind of pumped about that. Making some nighttime footage of it and just upload a nice peaceful fire video. But as always, give a like, a share, and subscribe. Comment below on what you'd like to see. Do you like the minimal editing? Do you like the long day? Do you want me to not stop? Like, I'll just keep moving the camera and it'll be a 3-hour long shot. Like, you guys tell me. This is something that not very many people are doing on YouTube, and I think we're going to make something really cool here. So until the next one, see you on the other side. Hot